Bro here, and I'm back again with another review for another fantastic piece of animation on Netflix, this time by the name of Blue Eye Samurai. You guys gonna get tired of me. You're absolutely gonna get tired of me. And gonna sound like I'm hyping Netflix up all season. I'm not receiving a check from them. If they do decide to do that, that's cool too. But look, this is a new one. Gotta say, has earned its way into one of the best pieces of animation that I've seen in a long time. And I feel like I say that a lot, but this really takes advantage of every piece of the trade and really delivers on the terms of story, music, action, animation, voice acting, like whatever. It just checks off every single box that you could possibly imagine. And like I said, again, for those who, you said you're gonna cancel those Netflix subscriptions. I guarantee you're not, especially after watching Blue Eye Samurai. Netflix has already slated out an entire thing of animation that we've gotten so far. So far, we've gotten Castlevania, Sonic, and now Blue Eye Samurai. We also know we have other stuff coming. But after watching all 8 episodes of this, I've totally been blown away. This show has exceeded my expectations. I just kind of saw it. I was like, oh, that looks cool, when I initially first saw it. But this has exceeded my expectations, and you'll see what I'm talking about when you watch the show. Man, this is just absolutely phenomenal. I literally have nothing nothing bad I could say about this. But let me just get into the review for the actual show. What I've seen, eight episodes. Like I said, it's coming out 8 episodes. It's going to be dropping November 3rd on Netflix. You're gonna be able to watch it all there, and see how the glory of the greatness of what this show is. Um, Let me just break down the description for you, so you guys know what you get into. Uh, so Blue Eye Samurai follows a mixed race master of the sword who lives in the sky seeking the deliverance of revenge. I mean, you can't keep it any simpler than that. I mean, I love me a good revenge story, as you probably heard me say numerous times before. I love me a good story where, man, it's all or nothing. You know what I mean? Sometimes you make friends along the way. Maybe you change your mind. This is definitely not what you're getting here. This animation, oh my god! I mean, this is not the first we've seen of this animation, but it's probably the first time I've seen it so flawlessly done, where it flows so well with the action and it works so well with the character models and the designs. I just absolutely think they hit it out the park with that. I mean, it's top tier. It's 100% top tier. Blue Eye Samurai, created by Amber Nozumi and Michael Green, who also serve as producers and writers on the show. Erwin Stoff is executive producer. Jane Wu is supervising and directing and producing. Blue Spirit is the animation studio. So I just wanted to definitely I wanted to hit that for sure. The animation studio, because get your flowers now, because they absolutely did an incredible job here, and I hope to see more of their work in the future. Maybe hints of what they've done on other projects for Netflix. I can't say just yet, but I could definitely tell you this is phenomenal. I mean, if anything, throughout this review, you're gonna hear me say how good the animation was, how good everything was. But before I swing back to that, just not giving away any of the story or anything, but let me just hit you with how phenomenal this voice cast is. Let me talk about just some of the people we have here. We have Maya Erskine, we have George Takei, we have Masi Oka from Heroes, if you remember him. I know everybody does. Kari Hoyuki Tagawa, Brenda Song, Darren Barnett, Randall Park, and Kenneth Branagh, with supporting cast including Stephanie Zhu, Ming Na Wen, Harry Shum Jr., and Mark Dacascos. Oh my goodness, you talking about legendary Asian actors, voice actors, and the game. Like, you see how this is some Miyazaki voice acting stacked cast list here. I can't say that I've had any. I can't say out of all the shows, it's probably on Netflix, with the exception of Scott Pilgrim that's coming, where you have an incredible star-studded voice actor list, and it's all good. It's all good. Everybody absolutely kills it. Like, it's no phoning it in. There's no. It's 100% on point. It's nobody's making fun. Nobody's trying to do a parody of the voices. And I didn't watch it subtitle. I watched it, like I said, the dub with the English cast, and it's incredible. As I watch more and more Netflix shows, I typically watch it with the English cast on, depending on, of course, what the show is. But they absolutely killed it. I mean, this talent is amazing. I as I said, as I watched it, I'm like, man, this cannot possibly get any better than what it is, and I was wrong. Um, in terms of like just what this is, like an adult, this is adult animation. Like, this is old school, HBO After Dark, one of the channels where Spawn, one of those joints you get like late at night that you normally wouldn't be able to watch during the day. This is adult animation at its finest. They absolutely kill it. From just the nudity, the action, the language, everything that's used here, it absolutely, this is not something you want to have your kids in the room for while you're watching. It's a lot of crazy scenes, so many different ways that you could possibly imagine somebody dying. You're probably going to see it in this show. Not Mortal Kombat style, but damn near close to it. Action is amazing. Like I said, it flows so well with the animation. They do an amazing job here, showing the sword play, showing a lot of the movement, the sword styles, and just so much. The show reminds me of so many different animes that I've seen. Not anime, but anime and other cartoon stuff that I watched here as well. And I'm thinking like Afro Samurai, Kill Bill, um, you know, uh, Lone Wolf and Cub. Just thinking about all like kind of like the samurai, Shogun story type things. Where this absolutely kills it. This deserves its place in the history of one of the greatest things that I've probably ever seen. And I'm not even trying to like boost it up or anything like that. I mean, I am boosting it up, but I'm not trying to oversell it, but it's really good. Like, it's really good to the point where I need to watch this again. I need to tell everybody how good this show is. How this is appointment television. This if this was on week to week, I'm almost mad it's not on week to week. If this was if this was on week to week, I would definitely be making sure that I'm home every week to make sure I'm watching this show. This was absolutely incredible. Um, every animation, like I said, every fight in this show is just gritty. It feels like I'm feeling the pain. Have you ever watched play Tomb Raider and like Lara Croft like injure herself? That's what it feels like. When you're like, oh, you kind of cringe. Like, that's, you really feel like the pain of like some of these characters. And like when somebody gets stabbed, somebody gets cut, I feel like you feel it. And I feel like they did a really good job of emoting that through voice and showing it in the animation and stuff as well. Um, you get a bit of a history lesson in this bit of fiction too, because we get a lot of like the views on like Western culture from like a like kind of Japanese standpoint, how much like they kind of just did not mess with anybody from here, from the States or anything at all, mainly the British and the whites. I mean, they ain't got nothing to do with me, but mainly the British and the whites. And just how they just did fuck with them. They didn't like them. um and I just thought that was, I mean, I just, while keeping it like as ridiculous as the story is, it still, served the purpose that this was pretty relatable to like what was going on in the history of the world too. Because I mean, you could never completely erase history. I mean, it's just not what it is. I mean, as long as it's written down, as long as you have long descendants that still live. And I think that's kind of what this show talks about, like just kind of the history of like dealing with people and just knowing what they're capable of. They absolutely kill it. Um, Talk about that music. The music in this, chef's kiss. Oh my god, it's just a cherry on top to an already delicious sundae that you oh my goodness, just makes it so much better. Um, the Like I said, the animation just reminds me of like a lot of the old school samurai, a little bit of Kill Bill, a little bit of so many different things. A lot of modern reimaginations in this too. that are really good that I kind of wish I'm like, I really want to get the soundtrack as soon as this is officially comes out, whenever Netflix releases it. But they absolutely killed it. Man, if I can get a documentary just on the music, that's how good the music is for the show. It is absolutely incredible. It's man, nothing bad to say about. Man, trying to find something bad, like nothing bad to say about the music, the animation, the voice acting. Um, but just the overall story itself, I thought was incredible. I thought, like I said, it's a like revenge story, but it goes so much deeper than that. It goes so much deeper into, what, like I said, what you're willing to sacrifice, what's more important, um, you know, what are you willing to let go? Like I said before, but like I said, we've seen a lot of revenge stories, but I think this one does it a little bit more different. And again, it's a lot of twists and turns here. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. As you're watching this, you're like, man, is it good? Yes, it's incredibly good. But there's so many things that I can't reveal. But it's just so good. But just know it's a lot of secrets, a lot of twists, a lot of things that you're not gonna be able to predict throughout with this story. If you think you know what's going on, you don't. You don't. Don't even try to be Sherlock Holmes. Don't try to predict it. You don't know what's going on. Um, but yeah, like I said, nothing bad to say about just the cast itself. The direction of this was incredible. Shout out to everybody involved in this. This is clearly a labor of love here. I'm not sure how long it took them to make this, but they killed it. Director Jane Woo, who's worked on like Mulan, Guardian, Star Trek, so many other projects. Um, just go ahead and let her know. Tweet her out right now. Let her know how good the show was once you watched it. How good of a job everybody involved, did this. From Randall Park to Brenda Song. Sweet Life Zach Cody, Brenda Song. Her transition to voice acting has been incredible. This is not the first thing she's done, but I think this is one of the best piece of work that she's done. Like her voice doesn't even stand out as it normally does because she kind of has like I don't know, she kind of has like an annoying voice sometimes, but it definitely plays very well to the role here that she's playing. Um, like I said, they absolutely kill it in this show. So many Asian. I mean, they got Shang Tsung to come in and play a role. Oh my goodness! And I just want to make sure I get it. Kari Haruki Tagawa. That's his name. I remember him from Mortal Kombat, but uh, like I said, Blue Eye Samurai is a masterpiece. For anybody that is still sleeping on Netflix right now, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you're broke, that's Netflix is trying to give you options to watch these shows. Look, I feel like that whole price thing is a whole other situation, but it does not affect how good the quality of content is on Netflix and why you should be watching it. It's phenomenal. Again, Blue Eye Samurai coming to Netflix November 3rd. And I personally cannot wait for you guys to watch it. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought about the show in the comments below. I want to talk to everybody. I want to discuss how good the show is because this is going to be one of those things that's talked about forever. I want the art book. I want the soundtrack. Let's get some figures out here. Let's get some merchandise. Netflix need to work on some merchandise. Uh, but like I said, this show is coming November 3rd. I can't wait for for you guys to watch it. Please leave me a comment below. Continue to watch these excellent reviews. I know because I know you watch it, and let me know what you guys thought about the show. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time for another review. See you.
I